Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Thursday the 23rd. Man, where did the days go? April 23rd already. I got some VCLT, but I want to start off with a complaint, and I want to do it here because honestly, I hope that the message gets through. They're going to deny it, but I feel like I've had enough. The local big power AM radio station in Omaha is called KFAB, and it is the station that is the flag bearer of the conservatives here, and some people say that even Tea Partiers. I don't know about that, but what comes across on the station is not measured, balanced, or truly representative of the people of Nebraska. KFAB spreads bigotry, and they always deny it because they don't see it. They don't know what it's like to be on the receiving end of the mentality that they push, but it's racist and it's hateful. KFAB spreads hate, and I really am disgusted by the station, and I think I wish that politicians could be called to the carpet. I wish people could be made accountable. It seems like we can't make people accountable. I wish that KFAB would be more accountable to the fact that they don't represent a large portion of the state of Nebraska, and they never have. And they consistently say hateful little things that if you were to bring it up to them, all they'll do is very childishly and immaturely deny it. They won't even listen to you. They'll listen long enough to figure out what their defense needs to be. I've been listening to the station for well over 25, 30 years probably. And in the early days of listening to the station, the racism was so blatant, it was kind of frightening to listen to be honest with you. Take that, KFAB. And before I go on and talk about records, some of you folks who sometimes message me saying you're concerned about me or you think I'm down, don't let them get you down. All I can say is you must not know what it's like to be a minority in this goddamn country, okay? Because I'm a decent guy, my brain works pretty good, and I treat people decently, and I know that's what I want to do and should do. But I get treated like shit by this country because of this to this day, okay? Everybody that's got this knows what I'm talking about. So this anger is always here, and it comes up and it needs to. And things that I say need to be heard. And damn it, something really needs to be done. Okay, let's switch gears into some being thankful, and I hope you're still with me. So people that I don't actually know at all here on the internet are sending me really nice gifts of music and music-related items, and I greatly appreciate it. I just received 2 packages yesterday from folks I really have no idea who they are. A young man by the name of Safier Brul from the Netherlands messaged me a while back and just said, I want to give you something, Wow, what he gave me. So I get the package yesterday, and it's obviously not a record. I open it up, and the first thing I see is the Steven Wilson bag. I'm a big fan of Steven Wilson's work, the man behind Porcupine Tree. Well, Safier went to the show in the Netherlands at Utrecht and bought me a t-shirt. Isn't that amazing? Wow. It didn't stop there. It's just, again, he gave me his ticket. Not only did he give me his ticket, but he got it signed by Nick Beggs, and it looks like that's Marco Miniman's autograph. Man. You know, I showed this yesterday online and gave thanks, and then I forget who wrote it, but someone else who I don't recognize their name, but what he wrote back, what he said was, I guess this is it. It just really touches me. He said, people send you so much, you know, I call this love. This is Vinyl Community Love Train. VCLT is the Vinyl Community Love Train. This is nothing but love. Music is love. And the comment was that people send you love, Dereck, because when you speak about music, so much love comes out. And I said, wow. Well, it's true. Thank you. Thank you much. I have a photo shoot today, and I'm thinking I'll wear this t-shirt for the photo shoot today. So I love that design, and I love the new album a lot. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen. Some other folks that have been with me for a while. Finger Thump. Dark Dub, of course. Hugh. Ho. Is it Hugh Morgan? Hugh? All of you folks, I appreciate you so much. Trish. So another fellow who I don't know, but who has been very kind and has written some kind letters, bought some records, said he wanted to send me some records, and he sent me 5 records that I greatly appreciate. The first one I already have, so, and this is one that comes up in thrift shops a lot, so I won't be able to resell it or retrade it. I'll probably just pass it on to someone I think that would actually listen to it. And that's Pictures at an Exhibition by Tomita. Now, when I showed this, another VC member said, oh, I didn't know you liked Tomita. Again, if I don't show it, there is no way you can know, but well, let me go ahead and see if I can get my Tomita down here. I got a little bit. I am a music fanatic, and if I were rich, I would have everything. But because I've been interested in music and what's really going on, you know, like not just what's on the radio, but what's really happening in music, I follow things, and I got turned on to electronic music early on. So when Tomita hit the United States, I was there. So this is my second copy of Snowflakes Are Dancing. You know, I still have my original in the copy in the closet, all ring worn. But oh yes, I know Tomita. Here's my copy of Pictures at an Exhibition I already have. Firebird Suite. I think Tomita's version of the Firebird Suite is excellent. I don't have all of his albums. I have a Greatest Hits Tomita, and then I have the Bermuda Triangle. I have this on the pink vinyl. And this was newsworthy when it came out because colored vinyl was still, you know, was just not real common. So I already have the Pictures at an Exhibition, so I'll try to pass it. It's very good. I think it's a very good interpretation. There is a slight cheesiness to it, which I think Tomita probably had to do that, even if he didn't want to, so he could sell records. You know, you know, I'm just going to say it the way it is. You have to dumb things down for more people. That's not an insult. It's a fact. You have to make things easy and simple and understandable, so people can recognize it. You know, and you can call that dumbing down. It's not a put down. It's just the way of saying. You got to make things understandable for a lot of people, which I think is what Tomita did. As you know, I'm a huge fan of Yellow Magic Orchestra, and Tomita was a big influence on them. So Tomita, Pictures at an Exhibition, he sent to me. He sent me 2 New Order 12 inches, which I appreciate. I don't play New Order now. It's a nostalgia thing, but I have New Order, and I haven't sold them. And I played these yesterday, and it was nostalgic to hear these. Thieves Like Us on Factory. I appreciate these because they're factory pressings from the UK. So I really appreciate this, Brian. Thank you very much. And he also sent me Confusion, or Hurt, and is it Confusion? Temptation. Temptation, with the debossed cover on Factory Records. I appreciate these because I remember these records, but I never owned them. Honestly, I liked New Order, but by the time they were doing these, I was not buying, you know. Their first album is excellent. Power Corruption and Lies is excellent. Some of these vocals, as again, if you watch me, you know what I don't like is crap vocals. And I don't like crap vocals, and these vocals are crap. But I love this band, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Okay, so the last two are the most exciting ones. One of them I already had, but not in this, not this version. So very happy to have it. Want to keep both. Again, here's another one where I've not shown any Walter Carlos, but I know about Walter Carlos. But he sent me the Well-Tempered Synthesizer. This particular album by Walter Carlos I've never owned. It's Wendy Carlos now. It's in excellent condition. I really appreciate it. Let me get up here to see what I can show. I've got it just a couple. I can still remember the impression I had of hearing Walter Carlos's music in A Clockwork Orange at a drive-in theater. It was really pretty stunning, you know. So of course I have switched on Bach. Trans Electronic Music Produced Incorporated presents, again, one of those albums that you just need to hear it. You know, it was groundbreaking, and the amount of work that it took for Walter Wendy Carlos, to make this music at that time. A lot of work. This I highly recommend, actually. Walter Wendy Carlos's Sonic Seasonings. The Four Seasons. This is fantastic. Double album on Columbia. And this is one comes up in bargain bins, or rather thrift stores, still, for nothing. This is beautiful. This is beautiful too. This is after he had his sex change. Wendy Carlos. Excuse me. Digital Moonscapes. Wonderful. Just, you know, felt prompted to let people know that if I don't show something, you know, I like that people are always, you know, saying, have you heard, have you heard, have you heard? You know, that's cool, you know, because sometimes people mention things I haven't heard. I'll go and listen and I'll like it. Many times people will say, have you heard? And if I haven't heard it, I'll go listen to it. And it's like, well, this is why, you know, no. But I get good recommendations. A couple of my older videos are really get a lot of hits, like the shoegaze and the psychedelic ones, you know. And someone was asking me if I had ever heard of Modern Eon. He said, I know you'll like Modern Eon. Yeah, I do like them. I have it. I just haven't shown it. The last album that Brian sent me was the biggest thrill for me, which is an UK version of George Harrison's Wonderwall music. I have an American pressing. This is a UK pressing. If there was an insert with it, or an inner sleeve, this one doesn't have it. My other one I won't bother to look now whether it has it or not. But this is in mint, absolute mint condition on Apple. And it's, you know, it's one of those records that, you know, an occasional listen to is cool, but it's not a real compelling album. But as a Beatles lover, and George Harrison being my favorite Beatle, this is a great gift. Once again, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Sapir. Last night I played a gig with one of my new configurations, improvisational group. We're called Working Man. We opened up for Jack Wright and Nanette. Some of you folks who know about free jazz in America, you know about Jack Wright then. Or if you think you know about free jazz in America and you don't know Jack Wright, then it's time to find out. Jack Wright's about 72, 73 years old. His playing skill is high caliber, but he lives off the grid as much as possible. So he plays mainly house shows, galleries, little things, intimate, where the important thing going on is the moment of the music. Last night was incredible. He came with Evan Lipson and Ben Bennett. I had their CD out, but I put it away. But I have this other Jack Wright CD that he made with Bob Marsh. Jack Wright, in the red shirt there, is a world-class improviser. You know, anyone can make noise, and but improvising and creating compelling work is an art. And Jack, we spoke last night because I had not met him before, and I got enthused to him, you know, because I have several things in my collection, you know. And he said, yeah, well, you know, the honest truth of it is that I'm in process, I'm in development. 15 years ago, I would not have accepted what you said about my improvising because it wasn't true. And I appreciated that humility. And, you know, that's really the part of this that is the most important to me, is these moments and the music itself. Celebrity is empty. It's an empty egg. Not even, it's like I've glimpsed it. I've had moments of a celebrity, and so I know from experience that it's empty, it's hollow, and it's a show. And either you are so shallow, well, there's a lot of reasons why you might be into it, but one of the things that I see about celebrity is that the returns are low. You might get a lot of money, which of course brings comfort and ease, which we all like and need, but the empty adoration, you know, you're only being loved because of what you are for that moment, and it's not really you. I see that. I see through that. I also have seen with my own eyes and know people who have had celebrity, lost it, and are devastated. I know folks who are celebrities and are hollow inside, but they play the charade because that's all it is. It's like, for the empty moment of the adoration, that feels good, but when you go home and your phone doesn't ring and nobody comes to hang out, you know, and this is the case for a lot of celebrities. I've seen through it. That's never interested me. The excitement of making the music, the magic of making music, the sound of the vibrations running through my brain and my body, the connection made with people, the art form itself, you know, seeing these made and holding it in your hand. All these things are what sustain me and keep me involved in this, you know. I bring up money because I have to have it, you know, and I need it, and yet I am not. I just don't want to slave away. You know, at a 9 to 5 just so that I can pay. You know, art is life, and life is art, and that's the way I'm living, and that's the way I want to live. And you know, I've worked. If I have to work some more, I will. But I'm just laying this out, you know, again and again, because I've had people who don't know me leave comments as though they have the right to criticize me, and you don't know a goddamn thing about what I've been through. Okay, I have worked hard. I put my life on the line several times. It's not the sort of thing that you tell people about. It's just, if it happens, you do it and you go on. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you now, and there's folks who can tell you the stories, you know. So I'm just saying, fuck criticism, you know. You see what you see, you know. It comes up, and so this is just for that, you know, because it'll happen again, you know. And sometimes people will do it just because I'm saying this. It's like, ooh, an opportunity. And again, I'll use this opportunity to say to those who have ears, that behavior reflects on you, not on me. I've been using the analogy stinking ass because there's such a focus on the ass in culture today. The butt is really popular. So when I say that, I know I got your attention. But when people who don't know a thing about me come over here and try to tell me about my business, you're really just displaying your own ugliness, you know, and lack of self-awareness, you know. you see some videos of mine and think you know me. You, even if you watched all my videos, you don't know me. You don't. You know, I don't mean that in an unfriendly way. Just that, you know, people make assumptions. They get a certain amount of information. I do it, but I watch. You know, I watch that because I don't like it when it happens to me. But people get a certain amount of information about you, and then they start to make assumptions that they think they know you. It's not true. It's not true. And in general, it takes us 5 years to get to know someone. But in general, most people don't even know themselves, you know. So this idea that people, you know, are going to come here and the first thing they'll do is drop a criticism or you should do this. I'm not hearing that at all. Okay? So the last thing I'm saying here is that, yeah, I have a right to try to do this the way I want to do it, and just, you know, advocate for the way I want to live, which is as an artist, you know. And things are building, you know what I'm saying? The art itself is building, and, you know, I have irons in the fire that will pay me money, and, you know, as I go, and hopefully things will keep going. But I'm talking out loud about it because it's part of my process. Some of you are interested, and I kind of need this too, you know, to talk about it and process it a little bit out loud. And I keep talking about human behavior because I know that some of you people benefit from what I'm saying. People are always trying to manipulate others, trying to fool others, trying to say things to make you think a certain thing. And I'm just not up for that, you know, and I'm saying, draw back the veil and see the real rotten fuckers some of these people are, you know, and reclaim your own dignity, you know. A lot of times it's the worst people who have nothing inside who try to take it from decent people to puff themselves up. I deal with this, you know, and that's why I'm calling it out. Okay? Thank you again, Sapir and Brian. Thank you.